I couldn't even watch this one. So yeah, I'm about to give my expert analysis on everything that happened in this game. I'm kidding, but yeah, we're gonna check out the scoring plays. We'll see what happened, but all I know about this game is that George Pickens doesn't like the referees, so you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments, like, tell me about the calls. Let me find out, where there's some bad calls, where the ref's bad, because we know refs suck, so, but it's George Pickens, like, I don't know if I can believe that, from him, but, the Bills, I mean, they just got off to such a hot start. I was able to, like, check the score here and there, but 2 tight end touchdowns. Dawson Knox was the first one, Kincaid was the second one, kind of thought it was funny that they drafted Kincaid so high when they already had Knox, who was, like, a decent player, but hey, look at that, come playoff time, both those guys contributing well. It's almost like it's a Gronk and Hernandez building. No, I'm kidding, they're not even close to those guys, but yeah, 14-0 end of the first. And then Josh Allen just has the monster 52-yard run. That play was crazy. I saw that one. But Steelers, able to get in the end zone right before half. Mason Rudolph to Deontay Johnson, 10-yard touchdown. So, 21-7. Not great, but better than 21-0. They were able to make it a 2-score game. And then Boswell field goal makes it 21-10. Pretty early in the third, then late in the third, Bills kick a field goal. So still 14-point game. But Steelers, quick touchdown, 12 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes, they cut it to 1 score. This was a game in the fourth. The last I had checked was like 8 minutes left in the fourth, and it was 24-17, and that was after seeing that it was like 21-0, so I was like, oh wow, maybe missing a good one here, but hey, Bills, able to drive down, and then that last touchdown, oh man, I saw that one as well. Shakir, they had him. I don't know who tackled him, but somebody had him, and then he just triple spin move, ducks under a guy. I don't even remember what happened, but he juked everybody. Nobody could get him, and he's able to sneak into the end zone. But either way, maybe they're able to get a field goal there, make it a 2-score game anyways, but that pretty much sealed it. I mean, it's still 6 minutes left, so it wasn't completely over, but 2-score game, that was going to be tough to come back from. So, yeah, tough one for the Steelers, but nobody really expected them to do much. You got Mason Rudolph running out there because Kenny Pickett isn't available. I mean, it just doesn't matter who they throw out there. They need a QB, man. They should be in the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes if they aren't, because they got a decent squad, good coaching staff, but we'll see. But Rudolph, 2 for 29, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Josh Allen, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Also ran one in, 74 yards rushing, so solid day from him. Yeah, Kincaid got a touchdown. Shakir, Knox, like we said, takes it 52 yards, not bad. Pat Freiermuth, 76 yards. Pickens, 50 yards. Deontay, 48 yards and a touchdown. And Calvin Austin got the other touchdown for them, so yeah, that's tough. Yeah, and Pickens did have a fumble. He was getting clowned on for that on the interwebs. But yeah, that's it for the turnovers. It looks like, but yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was a decent game, I guess. And then 1 pick, Elam had the pick. Is he a rookie or second year? I forget if he was drafted. I think he was 2 years ago he was drafted, right? I don't know, but good for them. So yeah, the Bills advance. Nice win for them. The Bills, they get that rematch against the Chiefs. Steelers start looking at quarterbacks for next year. Alright, the next one. I actually saw this game, wish I didn't. It was complete domination by the Buccaneers. Who would have thought? Maybe some people thought it, but you're looking at a team that barely got into the playoffs, coming out of the worst division in football. I didn't expect anything from the Buccaneers. I thought they've been decent all year. They beat bad teams, lose to good ones. So we just found out that the Eagles truly are a bad team, and we knew that. They've been showing everybody the last 5-6 weeks of the season. They've had a complete collapse, and they just weren't able to get it under control. I picked them in this game. I thought they would probably be able to get it under control. Maybe. be even worse next year. I don't picture them getting off to a 10-1 start again. But yeah, early on, Buccaneers, they strike first, get that field goal, 3-0, and David Moore, 44-yard touchdown. Didn't even know who that was. No clue who that guy is. But that doesn't mean much coming from me. That's alright. But 10-0, then they get another field goal. Eagles finally get on the board, 13-3. Another field goal for the Buccaneers, 16-3. And then the Eagles, they're able to score a couple minutes left in the half. And then, oh man, I loved this because I was ready to be an Eagles hater. I was ready to feast. And they had the penalty on the extra point. And right away, Sirianni's like looking so confident. He's like, come on, guys, let's go. Come on, everybody out there. We're going for 2. It's at the balls at the 1. It's the tush push. He looks so confident. He looked like such a douchebag. And I thought they were going to get it anyways. But I was like making fun of them. And then they just got stuffed. They got straight up stuffed. And I loved it. It's like you're trying to cut the lead down to 5 instead of 6. And now it's just going to be 7 anyways. Like, it was that one point really that, like, you needed that extra point. Like, in this situation, like, some situations I get it, but, like, this one is, like, you really want to cut the lead to 5. Maybe you thought they would get a safety, because safeties do happen. I mean, safeties, they happen once in a while, just not for the Eagles. The Buccaneers ended up getting the safety late in the third quarter, and it's like, well, you could have been down 8. Now you're down 9 because you went for 2. So, like, this whole thing, oh man, this truly was a slippery slope that the Eagles went skiing down. And, down by 9 now, 2-score game, late in it. And then, I don't even remember what happened. Was there, let's see, safety, and then, okay, so yeah, the Bucs get the ball back, and then they scored immediately. Big time. Yeah, okay, I was thinking it was a turnover, but yeah, pretty much score immediately. 56-yard pass from Baker. Trey Palmer. Who are these people? Who are all you people? I mean, 25-9, it was over at that point. And then but it wasn't over. Chris Godwin, 23-yard touchdown, 6 minutes left. That's when I turned it off at that point. Pretty much. Actually, I think right before that I turned it off. They were driving. I'm like, there's other stuff to watch. I don't let myself like when games end. I kind of just stop because it's like, I love football, but I have to limit myself, and I feel like watching games that are over is like, or stopping when the game's like over is like a good way to do it. But maybe I'm too casual, but I'm sorry that I missed the last 6 minutes of this game. Like, it was over. The Buccaneers won. The Eagles were playing like shit. Sirianni, we'll see if he's even there next year, but it was just funny watching him get so confident. Oh, he was like, oh, come on, guys. The moment the penalty happened, he's like waving everybody out, like, and then they didn't get it. Their signature play, the tush push, couldn't get it. I guess there was a face mask on that one. I did see it look like a face mask, but I guess, I don't know, the tush push stuff is kind of treated like the Hail Marys. Like, Hail Marys, you can get away with stuff a little bit. It's kind of similar on that play. They let the little thing slide, but I think he was already kind of stuffed when it happened. But I don't know, penalty, so maybe I should have called it, but I don't know. What do you guys think about that one? But either way, Eagles were completely outmatched in this one. They looked terrible. Which, yeah, I was 2 for 6. 2 for 6 on Wildcard weekend. I picked, the only ones I got right were the Chiefs and the Bills. I picked the Rams over the Lions, but it's cool for the Lions to win. I guess that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this gets us to the matchups next week. So I'll do a whole preview video. I think maybe I'll do like another mock draft and then another preview video leading into the weekend, maybe. But we know the matchups: Ravens, Texans, Bills, Chiefs. Great matchup. 2 great matchups actually over there. Niners, Packers. don't know. I feel like the Niners. I'm happy for the Packers, to make the run that they did, but I feel like the Niners might just run them over. And then this one, I think the Lions may end up just destroying the Bucs. So I think the more competitive ones will be the AFC, but we'll have to see. But yes, a lot of blowouts this weekend. A lot of blowouts. Yeah, that's about it. That is about it for part 2 of Wildcard Weekend. Like I said, before the weekend, I'll try to do a mock draft and a preview video. Love the feedback for the mock drafts. It's always good because, I don't know what every team needs, and then PFF, it doesn't give you the best team needs, and then I'll always make a pick, and you come into the comment section and you just tell me hey, we already have this guy, and this guy. We don't need this guy. So that's able to, it helps me make just a better pick for the next video. But no need to even really worry about the mock drafts right now that much. We're in playoff mode. We're in playoff mode. Wildcard Weekend is complete, and we are on to the Divisional round.